Are you a Pop-Tart agent, the agent who gets the call, drops what they're doing to go show property, and 9 out of 10 times the buyer flakes, doesn't close, and you've wasted time? This video is for you. Hi, I'm Lee Rosa, coach with Glover U, 20 plus year real estate vet, and representing buyers and teaching real estate agents just like you how to crush the buyer side of their business is my specialty. Let's dive in today. In the 20 plus years that I've been in the business, what I've noticed real estate agents struggle with is leading buyers through a process, letting the process be the agent's value and conveying this value so that the person they're representing, the buyer in this case, understands what happens next, has all their questions answered many times before they even know to ask it, and letting the step-by-step part of the home buying process, pre-qualifying, showing property, letting the buyers understand transparency of the market, are all viable pieces to help the buyer save more time, help the agent stay in more control of what the outcome may or may not be, and helping people self-discover whether or not the market meets their expectations. I'm so excited to dive in. Hope you are too. If any of this video resonates with you, please hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, because it really helps my channel. Before diving into the mechanics of the buyer consultation, it is very important to understand the mindset shift that a real estate agent must have with a goal of simplifying a process, having a duplicatable system so that the agent dictates the process, controls the narrative, and allows transparency to win. Because when there is black and white and clarity, everyone wins. And when there's gray and unknown, anything can happen, and usually something does. If you want access to the 5-point buyer plan of action that I've referred in this video, simply comment lead and I'll get you over a report. The most important part of the buyer plan of action is CETO. Come into the office. Now, why is it the most important? Because it helps you not only lay the ground rules, lay the foundation, and helps them understand the transparency of what's going on in the real estate market. In step 1 of the 5-point buyer plan of action, we talked about how much cash should they have and where do they want their monthly payments. Cash, down payment, closing costs, inspections, appraisals, repairs, moving costs, and commission, and monthly payment, principal, interest, taxes, insurance, mortgage insurance, flood insurance, and HOA. You can substitute flood insurance and HOA based on what's customary for you. So it might be other types of insurances. It might be a condo association. Either way, the math equation is step number 1, which then moves us into come into the office. Now, this could be done via Zoom, and yet having the buyer face-to-face, belly-to-belly, with you being in a professional environment is absolutely the most powerful way to help a buyer not only feel comfortable that you can help them, but most importantly, that you are in control of your environment. Sounds, energy, positioning, including your technology. So, step number 1 is this. We dive in to a consultation. The consultation is what you do, what you don't do, what you can help, and where you can't help. Leverage through transaction coordination, who the underwriter is, what the loan officer's job is, and all of the process. So somebody's been in the real estate business for a long time. They've purchased multiple homes. You still go through these simple steps, but most importantly, you go through them quickly, because otherwise you may lose them. Yet, the most important part is explaining the state and the reason for the underwriter. The underwriter's job is to do one thing, and I'm talking about the loan underwriter. It's to not lend money. See, the loan underwriter, they bounce the risk off of the loan officer. And the loan officer's job is to communicate with the home buyer so that the home buyer has time of the essence. Because If the buyer's stalling on submitting a paper or supplying any sort of identification that's necessary to answer the questions of the underwriter, time goes by. And it's our job as professional real estate agents to protect the buyer's escrow and stay in alignment of the contract. So the underwriter is asking questions or requesting supporting documentation, and it's the loan officer's job to supply that information. It's our job to be the middleman and help move this process along fast so that we can avoid drama and have smoother closings. If you like what you're hearing so far and you're seeing some value, hit the thumbs up button. It really helps my channel. And if you'd like for me to go deeper into what a buyer consultation does, can do, and pieces of it, comment below, shoot me a DM, and I'll make sure to add more depth to these videos. But let's keep moving along. Once you get past the consultation, which is what you do, how you help them, the state of the market, now we move into a thorough needs analysis. And the needs analysis very well can be a pre-list of questions where you have the theory of I'd rather ask you 500 questions and show you the 5 very best homes than only ask you 5 questions and you feel the need to see 500 homes. 500 homes is a lot and everyone gets frustrated. Yet, taking the time now in the needs analysis is one of the most powerful tools we have as real estate agents to help buyers navigate. Because there's an old saying in real estate, buyers are liars. I don't believe that. I believe that buyers are doing the best they can at any given moment, and it's our job as professional real estate agents to ask questions to help them self-discover what they're looking to do to navigate, and it's our power as professionals to know what questions to ask so they can self-discover what it is that they want to do. Giving our opinion, sharing what we think doesn't help them in the long run. Helping them see things that they may not is the value of a professional real estate agent and a fiduciary just like you. Some of the questions that we're going to ask in a needs analysis is location, price, condition, experience, where do they live now, where did they grow up, what type of houses, how much lot, bedrooms, bath, square footage, what's important about bedrooms, how about the size of the closets, fence, not fenced, what's important about these things, septic, sewer, pool. If one party wants a pool and the other party doesn't, let's get to the bottom of it. Why do we want a pool? Why do we not want a pool? And stay tuned, we're going to get deeper into the power of using the MLS to break down the pool conversation. Other things that we're going to do in the needs analysis is, why are we buying? What's important about home ownership? What has your experience been in the market so far? What tools have you been using to search real estate today? Who are other decision makers? What parts of town interest you? Where do you hang out? Where do you work? Where does your family live? Where does your friends live? All of these questions are super important to learn the up, down, left, and right of what it is that the buyer's looking to do so that you can use this information to help them make a decision later, especially if it's between multiple properties and they love each one of them. This is where our opinion can get us in trouble, and our ability to use a needs analysis powerfully to help the buyer navigate the market we are currently in. So excited to share the rest. Which brings us to the third part of CETO, and that's we know how much cash they have, where they want their monthly payments. They understand the state of the market. Are we in a buyer's market, seller's market? And we've conveyed the difference. We're now have already gone through all of the questions of the needs analysis. And now we take out the sheet of paper that we've been writing on the needs analysis and we move into diving into the MLS together. This is my favorite part because we use this later in the process anytime we need to. Yet today, in this particular example, this is the first time our client is experiencing the third part of CETO, deep dive into the MLS. Foundationally, the deep dive into the MLS creates transparency. That's our desired outcome. Create transparency in a very static-filled real estate landscape. So everything for sale by every single real estate agent, and helping the buyer determine the pros and cons of what's on the market, what has sold, and value, along with navigating pros, cons, and what's important to them. In a later video, I will do a super deep dive into how to tactically do this. Hit the like button, it really helps the channel. The entire process of consultation, needs analysis, and the deep dive into the MLS could take anywhere between 60 and 90 minutes. 90 minutes might seem like a long time. It goes like that. The moral of the story is stop wasting time with Looky-Loos. Lead them into value-driven consultations so that you raise your dollar per hour and they navigate the market with ease. Because home buying shouldn't be stressful. Following the simple steps will help you and them make it simple. If you'd like a breakdown of the 5-point buyer plan of action, comment 5-point below. Hit that subscribe button so when the next video hits, you're updated immediately. You won't want to miss it.